We just teleported. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Isambard. Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Ophelia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely returned. Right, so what kind of information can you give us since we're here? Let us get right to it then. Ophelia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flame burns where they might, but their light cannot stay in darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers of the Church of Saint Adama, Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respect to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the dead before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing. You may even come to learn something of the Amalja state in this area. Let's see, so we're supposed to go up here. Actually, it's to the south. We'll just make a little roundabout turn at the top. Should be seeing up here in just a couple seconds. And looks like we found him. Oh. Get rid of these guys real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these corpses, gathered up. Now that they're gathered, we'll take them back. Oh, wrong direction. Pretty peaceful out here in the desert. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Actually, yes, I have. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarries unawares. Ah, there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another in hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? That's a good question. What say we return an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 'Twill forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the end, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy that we fought last time. I'm almost certain of it. And sure enough, well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want me now? Well, I have a letter for you. Unfortunately, I have to deal with you. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folks around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Play them all for fools and coax some hard labor at them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances. You can go and talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Well, let's talk to some of these people. Please, sir, just leave me be. I have nothing to say but this. Thou take who or whatever's been fending us low folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Oh. Well, he wasn't lying about that, at least. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Wait, where are you going? Welcome back, Yue. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have just expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergymen know something of use. So I guess we're going to the church nearby? If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place than to ask the Church of Saint Adama Landama. That is definitely a Lalafell. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none other more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquise, who tends to the graves in the woodyard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. So I guess we'll go to the church, talk to Marquise. There he is. Hello? I am Marquise, yes. A body? Of course. There there have been so many bodies of late. I I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. This be it. Oof. At least there I am. Oh, there we go. Alright. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I... I'm afraid I can't help you. But maybe Sister Arson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone's been so kind. I don't know why, though pardon me. You will find Sister Arson within the church walls. Okay, well, I guess we'll go in. Um, there she is. I have done us a great service in burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you see him next. Hmm? You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true, I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me, when they wish to speak to their keeper Thal. I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquise would be more than helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep, indeed. He seems to not prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquise, and soon. Alright, so we're off to talk to Isambard. We'll do a little jumpy jump. Would be great to do parkour like that though in real life. Alright. Thank you, Yue. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Yue? Look who's finally come. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with them, Gus, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in the service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take in the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Arson herself? Arson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich-Keeper Marquise. I'd swear to the wolves that I've seen that face elsewhere before. Well, let's see what he has to say. Now that Arson has been accused of being the one behind all this. Sister Arson, it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar at her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out a boy, Yue, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. So there's a boy in the Golden Bazaar we need to talk to then. We'll go this way. That seems to be a little bit safer. Alright, looks like we've arrived at the Golden Bazaar. Let's see, this must be the one we need to talk to. Please help! Sister Arson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here. about Thal and the Order, and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing, and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Alright, so she went missing outside the... So, she should be in this direction. Yep, looks like she's up ahead. Oh, these are undead. Are you okay? You. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke to the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Seems really unlikely to be her. Let's see. Don't see her, so I guess we're gonna go talk to Isambard and tell him what happened. Go ahead and make this a little bit faster. Here we are. Sister Arson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? God forfend. I will secure a room in the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans? And risking her own well-being in doing? No less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. So if it's not her, who else could it be? Who could be in with common folk? I am well glad that I reserved that room for Sister Arson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Alright, so we're going to the southeast. Hi, Neon. There he is. Ah, there you are, Yue. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Orson. Isambard has said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Arson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested for you, my dear Yue. Would you be so kind to take a look inside? Alright, I guess we're going in. care of the guard here. Nope. I guess I alerted the other one. Might as well just take care of all of them. What we got here? Right. Let's go ahead and head back to Thancred. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Well, there was this leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one amongst the Order penned this. Pray take us to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what our Sister Arson makes of it. Right, looks like we're going to the inn. Should be in here. Try to check, but you can't go in here. Nope, not here. There we are. Now, let us see what Sister Arson makes of this leaflet. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor of this day? Well, looks like we have this to show you. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother of our sister or brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive people? Sounds like that might be our prerogative to search. The plot thickens, Yue. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his description, or deception. There's no doubt an irony in there somewhere, but I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Well, someone be lying. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Yue. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I'm afraid I have not seen anything unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let you and me serve like within the by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I am next to useless in battle, but I can supply garments in the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Yue. So, to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isabel lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us.